everybody, this is Lady B from NYC here at the Diva Lounge for OneWrestling.com, and we have a special guest with us today. Say hello to former WCW Cruiserweight Champion, Das Wunderkind, Alex Wright. Alex, how are you today?
Very good. How about you?
I'm doing good. I understand that you have a federation as well over where you are.
Yes, I do. It's European Championship Wrestling.
Oh, wow. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, we are just starting out now. I founded the promotion in 2009. So far, we had one venue, which was sold out. And at the end of the year, we're going to start doing shows on a regular basis. And hopefully we'll establish this promotion internationally. That's my goal. It's an promotion which how do you say in English, which is for young new talent and also for established wrestlers.
Now you, of course, being is it second generation?
Well, more or less like third generation, because my dad was, I'm second generation because my dad wrestled for 26 years internationally, but my uncle wrestled many years, and also my granddad, stepfather to my father, he was wrestler promoter and had a wrestling school, so I grew up in one of the few wrestling families in Europe.
Now, when it comes down to that, do you think that being a second or third generation superstar, do you think that when you go into this profession, when you go into a company such as WWE, do you feel that more would be expected of you? Because there are
two sides. Because of you have your second generation and probably your family has a name in the wrestling business, it's maybe a little bit easier to get a break in the business and get a chance in a big company like a tryout. But on the second hand, like you said, they expect more, you know. I mean, the pressure is really on you. I always felt I have to live up to the name from my dad, for example, you know. And also the office also expected from me to work like a second generation wrestler and be much further developed than other wrestlers starting out the same, which is okay. You know, you just have to live up to the expectations.
Well, let me ask you something now. With going into WCW, who would you say was your best opponent, and who would you say was your toughest? Well, I mean, the toughest. I mean that does mean the best one, but.
Well, for me, it means it's one and the same, because I really liked a tough match. I didn't like soft matches, so well, who is the best? There's so many. I really enjoyed working for WCW. I mean, when there's not only one person. I mean, Ric Flair was great to work with. Arn Anderson was great to work with. Eddie Guerrero, Chavo, Chris Jericho. You know, every wrestler has a different style, and I always, learned a little bit and had to adapt my style to them, and they adapted a little bit their style to mine. And as long as the match was good, I was, satisfied.
Well, let me say this much: that whole feud that you had with Disco Inferno, I still thought that you were the better dancer.
Thank you. Well, see, that's the thing. How shall I put it? I was teach the business old school, right? But
yes.
To come along and to come far in the business, you have to be an entertainer and a wrestler. And I personally liked more the wrestling. You know, I wish WCW would have given me the chance to that the spectators would more focus on my wrestling abilities instead of my entertaining abilities. You know, because on one hand the dancing was good because everybody memorized the guy who's dancing, but on the other hand I really had had a hard time that the spectator looks past the dancing, what my abilities are.
Yeah.
So I really didn't like the feud with Disco Inferno. It's an entertaining feud, but I rather showed my abilities, you know. I mean, even Disco's a great worker. I mean, I could have good matches with him, but everybody who's viewing that didn't really take that feud as serious, you know what I mean?
You know, Vince McMahon has gotten rid of... He's been responsible for getting rid of the territories, WCW, ECW, and TNA is slowly but surely going down the same tubes, and there's no competition left. Is it essential in this business to know that you have...
For the fan, it makes it more interesting. You know, if there's a competition. Also for the wrestlers, it's actually better if there's competition, because we have more leverage in our negotiations, contract negotiations. But yeah, I understand what you're saying, and it's totally true. But on the other hand, from the business side, from McMahon's, he did a smart move. You know what I'm saying? If you would have been in his position, you probably would have done the same. You know?
Well, yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's not saying it's good, but like I said, everybody is looking out for himself or his company, and
well,
why should he give WCW another chance? That's why he bought WCW.
Well, is there any other words of advice that you would have for anyone who wants to get into this line of work?
Well, yeah. You always have to know it can take years till you get your real good break. So you have to have an iron will. You have to know that ahead. Then you have to have love for your sport. You shouldn't do that for the money, because till you get your break, you won't make a lot of money. Always keep a second job to finance your life and your family. And always work hard, be humble, try to learn from everybody, and give your best, and try to always, do great matches. It doesn't matter if there's one person in the crowd or 10,000 people, you know.
Well, I'd say that's a good that's good pieces of advice to give, especially for anyone starting out. You know,
well, there's many great times in the independent scene, but like I said, when it comes down to getting your break, it can take many years, and then some of those great talents can't afford it to try and never get their break. You know, sometimes they have to move on in their lives and try to do a different career. You know.
Well, let me just say that it has been an absolute honor speaking with you.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me.
Oh, absolutely, and I hope to speak with you again soon.
Sure.
And
great.
And I definitely will talk to you soon. This is Alex Wright from WCW, and I will definitely talk to you again soon.
Okay, let's do that. Thank you very much.
Okay, no problem. Bye-bye. There you have it, folks. That was Alex Wright, former WCW Cruiserweight Champion. And to find out about his wrestling school, New European Championship Wrestling, just go to www.new-wrestling.de. That's www.new-wrestling.de. And it is going to be in German once you go on the website, but just go to the British flag on the upper right hand corner and it will definitely turn back into English. So once again, that's www.new-wrestling.de. And I have to say, on a hottie scale from 1 to 10, I give Das Wunderkind a solid 9. And that's pretty much, like, he is, I have to say, when I first saw him in WCW, he reminded me sort of the German version of what Crybaby is from Johnny Depp's movie. Just blonde hair, but that leather jacket, absolutely gorgeous. Well, this is the Diva Lounge. I'm Lady to be from NYC here at OneWrestling.com, and I will catch you all later.